That's not a good sign. Oh well. What's up, Hap? Why am I getting 15% drop? Whatever. What's up, Limit Meat, Messy Bean, Noodles, Kamikaze, NBO, Fire Nation. Okay, that's better. It's going back down again. So if this happens again, I swear. Hope that never happens again, though. What's up, Spencer, Lydia, Kitten Boy? Yeah, that's it. Doing pretty well, Fire Nation. Well, I'm not surprised by that. It's going down finally. Wow, that's a lot of lava. It's a ton of lava. It's more than I expect, to be honest. 60.7. That's not even that bad. 60 billion blocks for Mount Everest. Hello? Game? Can somebody explain this? What is going on? What's up, Pedro? Dude, I swear this world is actually cursed. Like, I've seen more glitches in this world than I have in any other of my Minecraft worlds ever, to be honest. Can I pick up anything? Okay, good. Like, I've literally seen more glitches in this world than I've seen in any other Minecraft world. Besides maybe IBX Toycat's world, but even then I don't see too many glitches on his world besides the Ender Dragons, Infinite Ender Dragons. I hope that doesn't start happening. Luckily I can just reset it, so if something like that happens, I don't have to worry about it. That'd be so weird. Imagine if like I couldn't pick up anything after a certain point. Seriously? That's insane. 60 billion blocks isn't even that bad. I'll do the calculations later. How long that it takes for multiple people to do. I know that sounds like a ton, but if a whole community is doing it, that's a lot. That's a lot of people. True though. No, never had to just render that much ground or that little amount of blocks in terms of terrain. So how long would it take boneless pizza 20? I keep forgetting you're changing your You just keep going up and up on your numbers. How long do you think it would take? Do these calculations. 60 billion blocks. Divide it by, or not divide it by. Do 8, do 8 blocks per second. The average person probably mines around that much at a time. 100 people. If 100 people mined Mount Everest once, how fast could you mine 60 billion blocks? Just 100 people. That's not counting anymore. Okay. Yeah. So think. What's up, Gaming Master? What's up, Fabian? You have on. Wait, what? Can you let me talk to you on a mice? I think you mean mic, but I'm pretty sure that's what you mean. I don't know. Don't worry, I'm kind of aware of Code Red at the moment. Actually, no, it's not Code Red yet. It's almost the. What's up, cool Travis? Say Abe. Wait, yeah, what's up, Abe Real? You're on air at like, what, 60 hours? So what was I? I think I was clearing the ocean, I'm pretty sure at that point. I don't know why I'm going so slow right now. What's up, Nightcore? 15%, are you kidding me? Whatever. I didn't even read your comment. What's up, Subtle Flyer? Seriously? I didn't even think I was close to that lava. Okay, I need to stop reading chat for a minute. This is kind of difficult to do looking on a second screen. The chime is frames, drop frames. Oh god, I almost died by getting on the llama. Whatever. Just... So AS7. I have not played hardcore Minecraft. I honestly don't play Minecraft survival almost at all. Actually, not at all. I used to, but not really anymore. Lava sponge would be useful. What? Okay, let's see. What's up, Nicholas? I'm not really mining right now, at the moment. Now I am, though. No, I meant I don't play regular, like, I don't play normal, strict survival, like a normal survival series. This is survival. What I... God dang it. what I meant to say, or like not meant to say, what I actually mean by survival, I meant like an actual survival world. This is survival. That's what I meant. That's what I thought that's what you meant by survival was Minecraft survival. I don't know why you asked that question, or whoever asked that question. Yeah. But yes, technically I'm playing Minecraft survival mode, but not strictly a survival series world. Like, I don't have an actual Minecraft survival world. This is more of a survival project. Like the largest survival project, to be honest with you. Actually, I just thought about it. This is technically the largest Minecraft survival project. If you really think about it for a second. Oh god, you still remember that comment? How the heck do you even remember that? Okay, Nightcore. God, I love ENFP logic. ENFP logic, non-existent. Literally. Don't trust ENFP logic. It literally makes no sense. Actually, NFP logic in general literally is non-existent. And then they become depraved, and then they want the attention, and then they just want to, they want to feel good by others by manipulating them to make them feel good about themselves, and then they just become entitled, and then they just kind of, yeah, it's pretty bad. No, I said, how the heck do you remember that? But what's up, Thomas? Actually, don't trust, what is it? It's ESFP logic and ENFP logic and ISFP logic. Don't trust either of those types. With logic, that is, because it's practically non-existent. I do have to give them credit though for any ENFPs being very manipulative, or manipulative. How the heck you say that? Manipulative. There we go. They're very manipulative. It's kind of scary actually how manipulative they can be. Water, yes. What's up, Ryan? Like, I mean, who logically thinks, who actually has logic and thinks, oh yeah, I'm being attacked by somebody because somebody answered my question. Like, actually zero logic. It's kind of hilarious, but it's kind of sad at the same time. And then if their logic affects their feelings, then they feel like they're being attacked. And then they want empathy from other people, and then it just becomes super manipulative. What's up, random fluff? I don't actually watch ASMR videos whatsoever. I don't think I've watched one in like years, to be honest. I don't even remember that much. To be fair, I don't remember much at all, to be honest, either, so I guess that's the thing. The Nether will take way shorter, Pope. Way shorter. Think about how big the Nether is, and just in general. Even with that lava, it should take like a quarter of the time, or even less. It shouldn't even take a quarter, actually. I'd be surprised if it took over a year to do the Nether. I would love to finish the Nether within about 10 months. 8 to 10 months. Even with the lava. Actually, no. It may be close to a year because of the lava, but I don't know. Not on Bedrock, I won't update to 1.16. I honestly don't play Minecraft whatsoever unless it's this. God. Because honestly, I just don't care enough to play other parts of Minecraft besides this project. Oh god, that was close. It really is. Comment section quite interesting and very odd at the same time. Sometimes. Braden. What's up, Lightning? I don't really see any point in streaming on Twitch, to be honest. There really isn't any purpose. What's up, Combo? God dang, you were gone for 5 hours? Or something like that? Holy jeez, dude. Or 4.5 or something like that. Yeah, I'll do a face reveal at 100k or if I finish the project, whichever one, honestly. At least the overworld. I won't wait all the way to the Nether or the end. That'd be kind of stupid. You can do minty if you want to. I don't care. Minty, minty, mint even. Some people he even said. I find it funny people get triggered over nicknames. It's like, do you really have that much? Are your standards really that high for yourself? For your own self and technically reputation of your name that you literally criticize people for not calling you? By calling you by a nickname? It's like, are you kidding me? I kinda wanna just like anytime somebody does something like that, I just want to like call them out on it, to be honest. It's like, do you care really that much about your reputation? Of your name? So Raffy. I'm talking about real life names as well. Like I'm talking like, yeah, I don't know. You used to claw people with your toenails. What's up, Ash? I was about to walk right into that, trying to move forward, and I still almost fell in. I thought it said toenails for some reason. Okay, fine, fingernails. Like I know it's a minority of people. I like how some people try to call out other people for saying specific words that they don't like because it goes against. It's like, are you kidding me? You really gonna have that much praise? You praise yourself and your beliefs that much to the point where it literally like other people can offend you just by the words that they say? Sounds like another insecurity of status or just beliefs in general. Well, like how some people hold on to beliefs so much that they literally criticize other people for having different beliefs, or not even having different beliefs, for just holding on to beliefs to the point where it's like they try to pull other people into their beliefs, if that makes sense. That sounds super arrogant. You think that your beliefs are above other people's or other people in general? It's like, I can maybe see criticizing other people about your name if it's completely different. Like if they're trying to do a nickname that's really ridiculous just off the wall, but if it's something similar to their actual name, it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, it's just a nickname. That's why they call them just nicknames. They're just short names of who you are. Okay. What's your last name? I can try. I've not played Modern Warfare. To be honest, I've only played like one FPS shooter, and that was, I literally only played it for like 5 minutes. I really didn't like FPS shooters in general, to be honest. It's like, you will only call me by this name and this name only. It's like, okay. If you're actually going to do that. Oh my god. Schroetmer? Is that how you say it? Schroetmer? Schroetmore? Or Mer? It's like, if you think your name is all that, it's because your name it's because your names, most people's names, the names they are given or try to attach themselves, they're trying to attach their status to their names. Let's go with that. Just like how people try to attach college to their status. What's up, Jay Wizzy? Makes sense. Also, they're pretty expensive as well. Shutmer. Interesting. Pretty close. Just instead of an O, it's a U for some reason. I just don't think FPS games are actually worth my time, my opinion. Like, all my friends played FPS games, or at least still play FPS games. Like, yeah, I'll just decline. To be honest. What's up, Dynamic? layers in C, depraved, and for some reason, yeah, just depraved. Let's go with that. What's up, Nate? This is slightly faster, surprisingly. Also, I don't have enough gravel to do that, to be honest with you. If I kept all the gravel, then that would make more sense, but I honestly don't have any of the gravel. Also, I get rid of layers anyway when I mine all that stone, so it's kind of a win-win. What's up, Foster? Hi, guy. Okay. There's a little bit of barking in the background, I think. Never mind, it stopped. What do you mean sleep? I get plenty of sleep. Oh yeah, Rafi, did you ever figure out your type? Just curious. Okay, that's weird. Okay. What about a common denominator? What? filled out one college application. After that, I didn't honestly care. Actually, I don't think I even finished it, to be honest with you. Zedamus. 7th grade. It's crazy the age difference. Kind of insane. Oh, okay. You do realize, Rafi, it's not like you're not going to be 100% that type because you have cognitive transitions. But if you at least relate to the hero function, at least relate to that, then you should be alright. Because if you're that indecisive, then you're probably very unhealthy at the moment, I'm just saying, right now. If you can't decide on a type, then if you can't completely figure out your type right away, you're probably unhealthy, just saying. As the type it is, that's what I mean, like what I mean by unhealthy. I don't mean unhealthy in terms of mentally. Or you just really don't know yourself that well at all, if you don't actually know what your type is, just like me. Because to be honest with you, I was pretty unhealthy when I started typing myself as well, which made it really confusing. Like, if you're not very healthy mentally with your cognitive transitions and stuff like that, let's just say that it's a lot harder to type yourself, but if you're actually pretty stable, I guess, you can type yourself. I wouldn't say it would be easy, but it would definitely be way easier. What's up, Boston Bowers? Like, you're just gonna have to look at yourself pretty much, and remember the decisions that you made and why you made them, and look at the types and just look up. I don't really know how to explain it. It's like, it's really hard to explain. That's kind of what I had to do. A lot of self-realization, I guess. Now, if you can figure out your type, then it gets way easier to figure out yourself, after that point. You're mining the Minecraft world? How much of it? This world is way, 800 by 800 is way bigger than I anticipated it to be honest. Like, if you compare it to different mines, this is way bigger than people actually realize. Oh, okay, that's good. So, what was your type? Brandon, what was your type? Were you still ESTJ? It's actually really funny trying to explain some of this stuff to some people. Oh, okay, you're still ESTJ, makes sense. What is it? Because it's like, oh yeah, you're this type. It's like, no, I'm actually, or no, I'm actually this. Like, I think when they say there's one person who said it was like, it's like they literally, some people literally do not take this stuff seriously, even to the slightest of degrees. For some reason. I don't really blame them to a degree, but they should honestly take this stuff a little bit more serious. 200 by 100? Wait, so, wait. Okay, you're mining 200 by 100? I thought you were... 200 by 100 should take you, if you have efficiency 5, is hopefully you're using efficiency 5 with haste 2. That is. It should take you around a month or so. Pretty casually, not gonna lie. Maybe 2 months if you're really, really taking your time. Okay, how do you even say that? Oh my god, I can't even, like, I don't even know, honestly. I don't really have a favorite pop, actually, to be honest. Good luck. How big is the world? What's up, Wide? Yeah, Wide Putin. That sounds weird saying that out loud. I'm not even sure what I'm just saying. It sounds really weird saying that out loud. bad fruits and veggies are quite expensive over time. I can't really do that at the moment. Mainly veggies, to be honest with you, not as much fruit. What's up, Kim? I think type compatibility is very interesting, not gonna lie. Like, what was his name? Brayden? I forgot for some reason your name, I don't know why. Like, your golden pair is like an ISTP type. I would love to see more, like, I want to see conversations with golden pairs. I think that would be interesting to see some. It's already interesting seeing compatibility between two types. Bad compatibility and good compatibility. It's definitely fun observing it. Or trying to, at least. Especially types that have similar are both FI users, that's interesting. It's like once they get into an argument, they basically feel like nobody cares, or they don't care about each other, and then they just become like indifferent from each other, and then they just kind of, it gets kind of crazy. Why is it ISTP? ISTP because all your functions are opposites from each other. So your function stack is TESI, NE, FI. Their function stack is TI, SE, NI, and FE. So one of y'all, like, top two functions, TE, TI, one of y'all knows, you know how the other person's thinking, you know how the ISTP thinks, and they know how they think, SI, SE, so they want to give you an experience. So like, the ISTP wants to responsibly give you an experience with their SE parent, and you want to receive using SI parent. You know what the ISTP wants with NI child. He knows what he wants, or whoever, honestly. The ISTP knows what they want. And then FI, FE, you know how you feel, and the ISTP is trying to make you feel better. That's pretty much it, honestly. Basically puzzle pieces together. Generally though, this is an interesting thing. Most people actually don't like get in relationships with their golden pair very often. Mainly because they know each other so well. It's like they know each other too well to the point where they can't hide anything. Like, most people don't have that vulnerability to actually aren't committed to the golden pair, if that makes sense. Also, there's some really high points and those really low points between both types. It can get pretty insane. Also amazing at the same time, though. It's like you're pretty much exposing yourself in a way, and people just can't take that exposure to their other type. Usually people actually get like in with their bronze pair, I think. So I think your bronze pair is STJ? No, not STJ. It's SFP. It's SFP types, I'm pretty sure. SP types, SFPs. I'm pretty sure that's your bronze pair. It's ISFP. No, it's not ISFP. Never mind. It's not ISFP. It's no, it's NJ actually. I think it's actually my type. Weirdly enough, I think it's actually INFJs. I think your bronze pair is my type, which is interesting. I think. I could be wrong about that, but I'm fairly certain on that. It could actually be something else, but that's what I thought it was. I'll have to look back on it again. What's up, Brody? How do you tell types? You tell types by learning how the types, the different interaction styles, and the temperaments of the types, and then you multiply them together and you can get the type. How to type people, mainly interaction styles. It's harder to tell temperaments, to be honest. You can even type people by their quadras, which that's a little bit more difficult. You can kind of type people by functions as well. It's like deductive reasoning most of the time. You can type people through deductive reasoning. It's like, if they're not this and this and this, then you could just get to a conclusion like that. Obviously, you have to know the types well enough to figure that out. It's not that hard, but just learn the type grid first. Look up CS Joseph, how to type yourself and others. What's up? No hacks, just vibin'. Okay, am I almost done with this? Oh my god. This is so much lava. It's already been an hour and I've literally just been placing lava. Or placing blocks. I hope that's all the lava. I think the rest should be all the next layer. If you want to see what type you're compatible with as well, just look up CS Joseph type. Well, you have to know your type first, but if you want to know compatibility, if you know your type, just look up social compatibility. What's up, Dank Jays? It's really weird how it works. It's honestly, I think 99% of fights and stuff like that is literally just misunderstanding the other person. Sorry, like 95%. There's always some exceptions to that, but still. Most of the time, it's misunderstanding of two people. What's up, Epic Pro Gamer? I think I'll pass. I don't really care too much about money, that too much, to be honest with you. At least for this project. To be perfectly honest with you. Of course, it's got a little bit of therapy vibes. It's literally cognitive psychology. It's literally your cognition. I'm basically explaining people's cognition for them. Obviously, it's also talking about relationships as well, which is also part of therapy, sort of. How do you get more confident with your own body? I guess there's a couple ways to do it. Either change the way you look, or sorry, not the way you look, just it depends on what you consider your body, to be honest. Make changes, or accept that person as yourself. I'd prefer the first one, if it was me. But to be fair, I'm all about change, so I mean, I guess I really can't say much. I don't know why I kept this. I guess I thought I was getting rid of all the lava. Oh my god, I forgot Scenic's name was Scenic Flyer. Oh my god. I forgot about that. What's up, Cupping Gaming? Welcome. I'm gonna get all the rest, like all the ores and stuff like that, once I'm done. It's gonna take forever though. Because honestly, that being confident about yourself is usually somewhere deep inside you want to change, but sometimes you don't feel like it. But honestly, you shouldn't go by feelings when making decisions like that. Either way, you have to stay up to 4, then what's the point going to sleep? Oh well, unless it depends on what you're doing the next day, actually, never mind. Talk deep. What do you mean talk deep? Like just philosophically? Or stuff like that? Because that's basically my middle name, to be honest with you. I wouldn't say it's weird, but sure, why not? I mean, I think about that stuff constantly anyway, so I mean. How do you think it will die? I don't know. Probably something like... I guess? I mean, I would want to die of older age, but I mean, if I died any other way, it'd probably be from a, how would I want to die? That's the real question. I don't really know how I'd want to die, to be honest. But how I think I may die, I guess the closest thing I could think of is probably a car crash, but even then, there's a chance I could probably survive it because of literally sheer will. I'm not kidding either, that's actually a thing. So, in that case, I have no idea. What? Who are you really? What? What does that even mean? Dies after reaching peak evolution. Fear is obviously, everybody has one of those, but my main one is just performance anxiety. Everybody in this comment section at least has one of those built inside of them. What's up, land of mushrooms? What the heck do you mean by that? Kim? Or... no... What? Fear of not being good enough, I guess, is another one. I don't know. Grammar. What? I don't know what you mean by that. What's up? I like pie. Yes. Fear of ducks. Yes. I'll mine the Nether in the end, and I have no idea what else I'll do after that. Can you explain that second question a little bit more? Having a duck always watch you? That's interesting. Oh yeah, I forgot you have that phobia of water. I'll be honest here, I'm not too sure if there's anything like I truly, in terms of actual fears, not counting the built-in ones, I don't know, I can't really think of any that's like... I mean, can be scared of things, but like, it's not really being fearful about something. Fear is just a consistent scare factor, I guess, in your mind, that your mind creates. Being scared of something's a little different. It's like short-term stuff. What's up, bunny? Because I'm doing this project, that's why. Bunny. What do you mean by who am I off stream? So like how I act differently off stream? Obviously I'm like 100 times more quieter. I'm just 100 times quieter in general. I don't know why I just said more quieter. 100 times quieter. That's really about it. Because usually I'm focusing on doing something else instead of trying to multitask. That's a pretty tough question. Doing 3 things. You die and then die. I don't know. Nothing in particular, to be honest with you. Nothing specific. I kind of want to try to change the school system, but that's really about it. That's like my main goal in the future, or at least maybe not really my main goal. I may change my mind in the future. I don't know. It depends on. Oh my god, depends on how feasible that goal is. Or at least I'd make an attempt to change. That's one, I guess. I don't really know what else, to be honest. Jeez. Okay, maybe not completely change the skill system, but at least shape it differently, in a way. And another way, I guess another thing would kind of be like, yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of want to just get psychological science out there as well in the future, somehow. I don't think YouTube's honestly gonna cut it that much. Pretty much just break the chains of the school system. Just make it at least a little bit more a little bit less structured. I mean, come on. It's a little bit too systematic for my taste, to be honest with you. At least pieces of it. It's just not very efficient either. I hate the fact that it's business structured instead of actual education structured. It's kind of one thing. Especially college, specifically college. Actually, mostly college. Oh yeah, water. What would I change about YouTube? Honestly, I wouldn't become mortal. I kind of want to rant about, sorry, well, a little bit rant. Somebody, I think CSJ or CS Joseph kind of opened my eyes when it comes to immortality. Now, if you're talking about a deep conversation, we're about to get super deep. This isn't personal stuff. This is like pure philosophy stuff. Here's the thing. When it comes to immortality, I know a lot of people love jumping on the immortality train, but here's the thing about immortality, also the reason people immortality, especially with cybernetics and stuff like that. Here's a problem with that. Would you want to become a slave to somebody else? Because the people who control that machine or control that machine can end you at any moment because you chose to be their slave to the technology instead of actually being your own person. That's the first one. Just gonna mention that real fast. Second reason, immortality in general. If you mean immortal as in like pure immortal, like just living forever, let's just go with that. Let's just go with that standard, because that's the standard people always use. What's up, Juliana? So here's the thing about immortality. Yes, there is that simple logic of course, you lose all your friends and stuff like that. But here's the thing. This is a much deeper meaning behind it. Immortality in general is kinda gives, think about this. Something that is given value usually has meaning behind it, or is given a certain lifespan, is precious, I guess, because it only has a certain lifespan, or a certain time to be on Earth. Each person is very similar. If we were immortal, value of our lives, or anybody who was immortal, would become meaningless, and then you would inevitably just end yourself, I guess. Yeah, this is gonna get very dark. Just because you wanted to be immortal. Because your life would technically become invaluable after a certain point. if that makes sense. Another thing is... meaning of life, like death itself is actually... Death is the reason why people do things in general. Because they know they're not gonna be living soon. In the next, I don't know, whenever they die, honestly. So pretty much death kind of pushes people to actually go do things and push humanity in a different direction, or in a direction in general, to improve, if that makes sense. Well, here's the thing about it. Any person, I don't care what you actually value, you in some way want to be valuable to other people. I don't care how much you're into systems and stuff like that. To some degree, you're valuable to other people. I don't care who you are, whatsoever. It doesn't matter. Everybody has some kind of value that they want to bring to other things, systems, people. And if you are immortal, then that value that you bring to other people, pretty much death kind of pushes people to bring in that value. It also helps other people learn from your mistakes of whatever you do, or benefits and stuff like that. It's kind of weird how to explain it. If you mastered everything, you're not gonna really gain anything in terms of... Let's just say, on paper, yes, immortality is good, but in terms of the soul itself, it pretty much, like... It's hard to explain this, but... Immortality is like... candy. Pretty much candy as in, like... There's a point of having some, and candy can be valuable to what you like, but if you have too much of it, it becomes meaningless. It's the same thing. Your life is basically, you're basically candy. What's up, Ralphus? Also, here's the other thing. Death also creates philosophies of going to the next generation. It's philosophies that you can bring to the next generation. Because you know it's gonna end soon, you want to bring that philosophy or strength or knowledge to the next generation because you know you're gonna go. If you never were immortal, then, I mean, if you were immortal, you would never share that knowledge to the next generation because technically you wouldn't need the next generation. Also, humanity in itself wouldn't improve as a race anyway, so I mean, I guess that's the thing. Because of death itself. Also, you kind of become a slave to yourself after a certain point with immortality. Chaos theory is kind of interesting. I actually heard something about that. Psychology technically debunks, at least macroevolution chaos theory. If that makes sense. Because if everybody was part of chaos theory, all of our cognitive functions and cognitive just beings in general would be completely random. So there goes that. I mean, I guess there goes that theory. Become the size of the peanut. I've actually thought about that. I was like, what about immortality? What about your bodies? Your bodies would also kind of not like being immortal. Unless you do it in a program or inside of a machine, but obviously you become a slave. So pretty much there's no way you're going around immortality without either becoming a slave to other people or yourself. Pretty much, if that makes sense. Chaos theory and physics. Interesting. What do you mean by end of the world order? What does that even mean? That's interesting. Yeah, pretty much. You literally become a slave to your own self after a certain point. You would literally go insane if you had that type of mortality, to be honest with you. You would actually go insane. Because you're just repeating the same thing over and over again. Obviously, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again without a different result, or expecting a different result. Yeah, that's literally the definition of insanity. Well, thoughts in general are just thoughts. They can't actually make an impact themselves. To be honest with you, it's only how the thoughts come into play is how they actually make an impact, if that makes sense. Your thoughts in general do not make an impact themselves. It's just how you bring out those thoughts or ideas into the world. That's where the impact actually lies. Even just bringing them out, like sharing them, could make an impact, if that makes sense. I mean, to be honest here, we kind of are already understanding our cognitive psychology, so yeah, we're basically just energy. Think about this, the psychology I'm studying, technically, the science, the pseudoscience, I guess what it's called. It's because it's just metaphysical, that's why they call it pseudoscience. And pretty much think of like the sides of the mind as soul energy of our mind, where we can transfer it to other sides of the mind. To be fair, we are kind of just made of space dust, in a way, I guess. Okay. Noiotic? Wait, what is it? Nootic? Is it? Is that how you say that? God. Pretty much the soul is disintegrated and we have to reintegrate ourselves. What if you were sentenced to jail on accident, or maybe not even just on accident? You didn't even know you were immortal, and you were sentenced to jail for a lifetime, or not maybe not a lifetime, but for your entire lifetime, which is technically forever. What is our goal in life? What do humans live for? Technically, the goal for humanity is to serve each other, to serve humanity as a whole, to bring humanity forward, I guess. To live for, meaning of life, literally just expression. It's freedom of expression, or it's trying to bring our own personal expression to Earth, or just in general. To humanity or just the Earth in general. It could be a philosophy, it could be anything like that, to be honest. And death is the reason death is the reason it pushes people to create those philosophies and stuff like that. So technically the whole meaning of life is literally death. But I guess it's sort of. I mean, it's like, if you want to make that weird correlation. Seriously. Seriously? Alright, see a land of mushrooms. Did I miss something? Oh, God. Did not mean to do that. I was not expecting that. Well, that would suck if that happened. What do you mean, what do you live for? What do you mean? You live to create your own self, like, to express yourself. It's freedom of expression, I guess. In general, it's just yourself. Freedom of expression, that's pretty much everybody's general purpose. Or just purpose in general. Technically, each type of person, though, like, going back to cognitive psychology, or going back to the different 16 types, everybody has a different purpose dependent on their type as well. Obviously, that's the general purpose, is to serve humanity. But I guess it depends on your type. Like, technically, my type's purpose is to strengthen other people, I guess. The true purpose is to strengthen other people. Certain types, it's to create a philosophy. Other types, it's to be super caring. Certain types, it's supposed to mentor other people. Share knowledge. If I could end the world, I don't know how I could end the world, to be honest. So Western vibe. What am I looking at? Oh. I'm not saying I hate funerals, but like the thing of like not showing people's bad side of them so other people can learn is kind of ridiculous, because the whole point of pretty much the whole point of death in itself is supposed to share mistakes from other generations, to live on to other generations. But the problem with funerals, they only show the good side of a person instead of showing the mistakes of the person, so other people can learn from those mistakes. Kind of like history, actually. Like how we always, you know how we teach history constantly about learning past mistakes? Why can't we do the same thing with like other just people in general? I can't really give you a clear example of my pure purpose in the world, at least right now, at least at the moment. But I did kind of give you some reasons what I wanted to do, like breaking the chains of the school system and stuff like that, and teaching the science, or not really teaching the science, just kind of mentoring in a way other people. Or if somebody wants to be mentored in this science, I could totally do that. Because I don't think YouTube's enough, to be honest. I think mentoring is the best way to do it, at least for me personally. Yeah, people don't care about history. Well, some people do care about history. It's just like some people's power over other things kind of rule over past mistakes. What's up, Andimber and Spaghetti? I guess another thing I could mention is, kind of what I was gonna mention. I was looking at the comments. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about how another reason why most people live in the past is because, or actually most of the world lives in the past. But it makes sense why most people live in the past. Think of the personality types as a chain in humanity. Think of it as a chain of command in a way. You have the SJ types, which are past-oriented, 40% of the population. They're at the oh my god, they're at the very bottom of the pyramid. They are pretty much the keepers of tradition. Stuff like that. That's pretty much it. SP types. They're pretty much they're also very sorry, not in the moment, just very real compared to metaphysical. SP types are just above them. They're in the middle. They're pretty much like the mechanics of the world. They're like the freedom-based creators, I guess what they're called, artisans. They pretty much entertain or build systems based on what we have right now. That's an interesting question. I don't really know, to be honest. It's hard for me to say. Kim, that's definitely an interesting question. And then we have... Do they have to be real? My god, dude. Did I miss somebody? Yeah, exactly. It's all about advancing. Humanity in general, humans in general want to advance, naturally. Either advance ourselves or other people. Like, take something like a SJ or something like that. Even them, they may not be future oriented like NTs or want to teach other people mechanics like SPs do or something like that. But they want to raise people up through, or want to support other people through their future. But if they're immortal, then they can't support other people, or like they don't have the drive to support other people before they go. Or SPs, they can't teach enough, so they try to teach as much as possible through before they go as well. It's a drive. Death is literally a drive for life. I mean, you're gonna feel even more empty if you're not immortal. I'm just saying, if you're immortal. I guess another way to think about it is, or like NTs or NFs, like mine NFs. Like, I'll go back to the pyramid thing in a second, but or the drive of changing systems or people. You wouldn't have that drive if you knew you weren't going to end, I guess, in general. Also, back to the pyramids, we got NTs, which are future-oriented. There are very few types of people in this world that are actually purely future-oriented, either towards other people or systems or stuff like that, original ideas. That shouldn't be surprising. You actually don't need that many intuitive types in general in the world. To be honest, they kind of rule the internet anyway, so I mean, I guess that's the thing. I did not. I'll go look fast. Where's that? Oh yeah, I saw that. God, that's so weird. And then you have mine, which are NFs, which is idealist. Pretty much want future social change. NTs are below NFs. It goes SJs, SPs, NTs, and NFs. The higher you go, the higher impact you can actually make, dependent on your type. But also the rarer you are as well, which is quite unfortunate. That's why it's really hard for intuitive types, especially NFJs and NFPs mainly, even NTPs. NTJs, pretty much just intuitive types. It's harder for intuitive types just to fit it in general because of how common SPs and SJs, especially in the US, specifically in the US and in the UK. Oh yeah, water. So pretty much, that's definitely an interesting story, Rafi. Let's just say this. Tradition is literally the corpse of wisdom. Pretty much the corpse of the intuitive types. In general. Pretty much, intuitive types create wisdom, so SPs and SJs can follow behind, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I've seen. Isn't that a weird thing to use? I know obviously it's horrible because it literally blows. It can literally make your heart stop. From sound or vibrations in general. Also other types, or certain intuitive types are executors of the change, like my type. Generally. I'm not saying NFPs can change society. Or, not really change society, but I'm gonna go put this stuff up. The execution of ideas. It's called, some kind of sound. It's like, ultrasonic, no, not ultrasonic, it's, yeah, I think it actually is ultrasonic sound, or whatever it's called. What is it called? It's like below 20 hertz. You can feel the sound below 20 hertz. I forgot what is it called. It's some kind of sound frequency. It's like it's not infrared sound. I know that's obviously something completely different, but there's something to it. Oh no, I'm not doing that again. Almost made the same mistake. Oh, hey, Azah Gaming or Azah Gamer finally made another video. Or a video on his Minecraft world. There's one other person who's actually trying to mine the entire Minecraft world. Infrasound. There's what it's called, infrasound. I forgot what it was called. Okay, please work this time. I almost made the same mistake. Wonder how many people are here. I wonder how many people here haven't joined my Discord yet. Okay, good, it saved. Psychological warfare. It's not really my Discord, that's kind of our Discord, to be honest. I don't really like saying it's mine. I mean, it kind of is, but it really isn't at the same time. You corrupted this. I'm really glad to have this kind of focus, but at the same time, it's kind of cursed. It's not really cursed, it's pretty neutral, actually. It definitely has its downsides, but at the same time, obviously, definitely can have its upsides. Obviously, that's for all types, so yeah. Any type. What's up, Sand Kit? My God. Imagine a subwoofer with the ghost frequency. Oh God. Or like under 20 hertz. I would love to just see a subwoofer like in a movie theater or something like that, like a super high powered one, and just. Oh God, it feels so weird. At the same time. Is that everything? No, I need to get the shovel. Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Have it your way. Oh, I didn't even know where this was. I kinda just guessed. Thank you, RC, for the $2 donation. I don't want to waste a time lapse, but I guess I'll do it real quick. Why not? I'll just prove how stupid TNT is. I'll do it real fast. I'm not gonna waste too much of the time lapse, hopefully. I've done it once, I'll do it one more time just to show how stupid TNT is. Prepare for some lag. What? No lag? I will do one piece just to prove how stupid TNT is. How much is it? 4 pieces? I think this is it. I actually don't even remember what the formula for TNT is. Like, I'm not kidding either. Like, I have not seen TNT in so long. Alright, see you, Braden. So, quish. Okay, where is TNT at? I don't remember where TNT is. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait. Oh, it's backwards. It's God dang it. Nice. I may take a break. I may just do a birthday stream. I don't know where I'll even be at during that time. I completely forgot where it was. Now I remember. Alright, let's do it. Real fast. I have flint and steel somewhere. There it is. Let's go. Nice. Quish. Welcome. Let's do this real fast so I don't waste anybody else's time, or the time-lapse time, to be honest. That seems pretty fun. I like Mania. I don't really like Osu Osu that much. Come on. I hope. Nice, with the match is pretty nice. Alright, let's see. Let's do it over here. Even if you dig down, I forgot to turn off the oh my god, so stupid. I forgot to turn off the explosives because I have that setting turned off for the end crystals specifically. Oh, now it lags for some reason. Oh, this is such a pain to travel everywhere. Wait, what's in here? What a I did it again. Of course I did. I still forgot somehow, and I just did it. God dang, I hate SI Demon. It can be quite the nuance sometimes. So chibi. Sup, Mason? Sounds like a great idea. Hope I can make it from this distance. Oh yeah, I'll make it. Is it? It's going really weird. Now where is that place? There it is. Alright, let's do it. This is one piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 pieces. I can do that in 1 second. Actually, slower than. I'm gonna put it back actually. I can literally mine a TNT a second with this speed. That's just the border. I mean, you can't. That's just how they made the border. Wait, are you talking about on the map, or are you talking about like on the edge of the actual world? Because the map isn't the world. Like, sorry, the map is the world, and the border of it is the gray area. But that top part is a little section that I have to do after this section. I know that killed everybody's OCD. I don't care though. Oh, the map? Yeah, the top section's just like a tiny section I have to do. Well, what else am I supposed to do with the obsidian? I mean, sorry, with the cobblestone. Like, I'm not gonna just throw it away, I'll just replace it. I know people with OCD, or at least I knew that was gonna trigger people's OCD just by how I placed it. Even though I actually didn't place it that badly, it was just the way it looks. I don't know what happened to the other pieces. You can't even get all the. I didn't even get all the resources back from that TNT, which is so stupid. It's like you can't even get all the resources with TNT. It's like, what the heck? You literally limiting yourself with TNT in every possible way. That even includes lag. Like, imagine mining 1 TNT a second, or pretty much 1 TNT. You gotta even count the ignition time. I already drank water. I actually drank it while I came over here. Alright, see ya. Dang, I just realized it's actually already 12:30. Wait, no. 12. Sorry, not 12:30. What's up, William? Wood. How does one become thick? Oh god. I know, that one section is gonna bug me till I finish it, because it's such a tiny section. It's like 31 blocks wide or something like that. And then I can finally do my 50% video. I knew this section was gonna take forever. Like, really long time. Like, this may take another, also 5 layers left, which is sick. What, 2 layers per section? Probably 2.5 layers actually. No, 3 layers per section, because I have to take an hour or so to get rid of the lava. 3 hours per section, 5, 15. Oh, it's gonna be so close to 200 hours. It's gonna be like 198 or something like that. I did. Earlier, you just didn't hear it. I will in a minute, though. I'll do it in 5 minutes. Maybe. Yeah, I couldn't do it any other way unless I started with a 62 by 100 section. There's no other way else I could do it. There's no other way. Because this world is 862 by 862, so I can't make it perfectly 100 by 800, or 100 by 431 by 100 by 431. I can't do it on all the sections. I have to do it by bits. I'm technically mining layer 10, but I mean, I guess I'm on layer 9, so I name the title. You want to commit a war crime seeing this section? Just give it like a month from now. Hopefully that section should be done. I want it less than I want to do it in less than a month, but still. I don't know. A few people have been reminding me of Code Red. I don't remember who. I know you were at least, I think, at one point. You were daydreaming? You got 4 dogs already? That's pretty nice. I literally do not listen to the radio. I barely even listen to music, to be honest with you. I just listen in silence when I drive. If that's what you mean, because that's usually when most people listen to the radio. I literally listen in silence. Yep, it's time. I've never actually tamed a well, I have tamed a dog technically to give it an achievement, but get the achievement, but I've never actually like owned a dog in this game whatsoever because I found no necessary reason for actually having a dog. In the game. Good night, hi guy. Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know where that cobblestone came from, but whatever. Good night, Nicholas. Oh god. Okay. To be fair, our types aren't really too compatible though, so there would be quite the conflict, I'm just saying. I already did, you weren't listening. Hi guy, I said goodnight to you earlier. I think you were daydreaming again. Arma, wait, what is it? Arma 3? I forgot that space. I thought that 3 represented something, but I think it's just a, I think it's just 3. No, I do not. Definitely not. Stream is done. I didn't know you were streaming actually. I thought you made a video for some reason. Thank you, Rick Sanchez, a $5 donation. Thank you. And you too as well. It's really weird how like everything dies just out of literally nowhere. It's really odd. What's up, Joseph? I know, my Wi-Fi is finally doing good. Don't jinx it. I'm just kidding. Jinxing is kind of weird. Jinxing in itself is a really weird concept, to be honest. You're welcome, Rick. You know this is a loud mic. Can you imagine if I had a quiet mic? It would be so bad. Wait, what? Wait, how are you correlating some of that, Raffi? Can you like explain that? Oh yeah, definitely, don't worry. I was definitely the quiet kid. For some reason I got a lot of respect though. I don't even know how, but I somehow did. Really don't know how, but I did. It's like, what? It was even worse when I didn't really know myself that well. I'd actually be a little bit more talkative, probably of school, if I learned all this stuff during school. It'd be fun to type people in school as well, or would have been fun to type people in school. It'd be a mental workout trying to even type people though, to be honest. I already answered it. I do not. I don't understand how bots can even get on streams anyway. Like, doesn't make any sense. Do they just go to a random stream? do realize, like, I don't read messages right away, right? It's like 30 seconds. 30-second stream delay. I guess I may watch him. I don't know. That's actually really funny. You know what's funny? I literally would. I didn't really like small talk because most social interactions, at least at school, were small talk, especially since it's people I don't really know that well. I would literally I like busy work because I could literally just focus on the busy work and not talk to anyone, which is hilarious. I don't either, to be honest. I don't see the point in small talk either. It's kind of weird though. I kind of gained friends through all levels. Like, I'm talking like all groups for some reason. Like, I'm talking like lower levels, not grades, but I mean like in my class. I gained friends from the top 10% all the way down to like bottom 10%. I don't know, like from that range in terms of score. Just in terms of top 10, I'm gonna just base it off of like school rankings, which I kind of hate doing, but it's a good way to do it. Howdy, y'all. God, that's so cringy. Oh, that's so bad. I think if I talk really fast in certain instances where I don't try to actually care that much about the way I speak, I think my accent kind of comes out, but it's very not very common, I would have to say. I think it's just the way I speak is the reason my accent doesn't come out too much. Yeah. I know somebody said I had a pretty, at least compared to a lot of people, a very strong southern accent. Not obviously not super noticeable, but if you compare it to other accents, like northern US, usually you can kind of see the difference or hear the difference. I think it's just that, or it's when I get very lazy with my accent, or like it's when I get pretty lazy with my speech, it can probably come out at some point. Sometimes it's really, it kind of slips sometimes, I guess. Sup, best MC boy? Arcia, RC. I really don't understand Nightcore, to be honest. Well, I do understand him, I just don't understand why he is like that. Let's go with that, I guess. Good way to say it. So river. Oh yeah, the grind is. Oh, it's actually not a grind right now. I don't consider this a grind at the moment. It's a small grind. It's casual. I call it the casual grind. Which is still a grind, but you get the idea. It's kind of casual at the moment. So you're saying like how much I've done per layer? Or this layer for right now? Probably close to 95% of this entire layer. Oh, thank you River for the $1 donation. I don't know, 95% of the layer or something like that. I'm pretty close to done. I'm about to end the stream pretty soon actually. Don't forget I had to place blocks down too because of the lava, so I am 19 river. Yes, pretty much. Actually no, not 20%. It's literally 0%. I finish a layer per stream, at least right now, because of the lava. I technically have to, yeah, just... Wait. Maybe it's closer to 90% actually. Actually 2 layers most of the time. Most of the time I actually mine 2 layers, but I can't do that with this lava. Lava would take too long. It would take like 5 hours to do 2 layers, or 6 hours. If you count placing blocks down. Just don't get me wrong, could be totally doable. But not at the moment. Yeah, it really does depend on your size. Well, thank you, River. Good night. And thank you for the $5 or $4.99 donation. It's much appreciated. Alright, see ya. Nicholas. full account. It's interesting. Thank you very much. It is much appreciated. Almost done, guys. Almost. I don't know how you can disappear from your birthday. Honestly, it depends on who's celebrating it, to be honest. By run away from your birthday in terms of social media, that's pretty easy. You just don't go on social media. In terms of real life, no idea. Alright, almost there, guys. To be honest here, like, I do have a decent amount of free time. I kinda wish I'd spend more free time on this, to be honest. I do have quite a bit of free time. I just sometimes prefer to do this, to be honest. Because I just want to get this thing done. Because yes, I do play other games as well. I don't spend all day doing this, to be honest. Even though I know many people perceive that like that way because I spend like 3 hours, 4 hours a day doing this, so it makes sense. Alright, there we go. Layer 9 is done. Well, technically 10, but I'm whatever. I'm going in the stream. I think I'll finish. I'll finish probably a year and a half from now, probably. I think 2 years at most. As long as I'm consistent with my progress, I can probably finish it within a year and a half. If I do this very casually, I can finish it. If I do this very casually, I'll do 2 years, but if I finish this in a fairly quick pace, I guess, and consistent pace, about 1.5 years. I would have loved to finish this first half in 1.5 years, to be honest, or 2 years. But this first half is going really slow. Because obviously I had no idea what I was doing, and just in general. I had no idea what I was doing. I was going super slow. What's up, Cleef? Yeah, I'm gonna be going in the stream. But yeah, I'm gonna go and end it now. Oh, we just hit 184 hours. That's cool. Alright, I'll see you guys later.